All right, y'all, I am here and I'm about to go into the secure area, so I will see you all on the other side. Good morning, ladies and germs. So we are on our way up to Austin because flights are cheaper out of there sometimes, and so that's what's up. I am heading to, where am I going? Miami, and then I will be embarking Carnival Conquest and going down to the Caribbean for a quick little 4-night, and then I'll be going up to Orlando after that, and then I'll be doing a 7-night on MSC Seascape. So this is like sort of a side-by-side or, you know, whatever sort of situation. I'll be taking the train again. I've done that once before, so it should be good. And yeah, so I'm going to be gone for, gosh, 2.5 weeks. I am being chauffeured by my favorite driver. Say hi to Carlos.
Hi.
It's pretty early in the morning. It's about 9 o'clock now. And we are on our way to Austin. We're going to have some brunch, and then he's going to drop me off at the airport, and I'm going to be on my merry way. This is a solo adventure. Unfortunately, Carlos couldn't join me this time. But we just got off of Celebrity Summit, so I think he's like done with cruising for a while anyway. But anyway, what else? I guess that's it for now. We have about an hour or so left until we get there. A little less than an hour. And then brunch. So yeah, let's do it. We'll talk soon. So we continued up I-35 on our journey to Austin. We left early enough so that we could go to Kirby Lane. That's our go-to place whenever I have a flight out of there. We do have a Kirby Lane location in San Antonio now as well, but it originates from Austin, and they have great queso. And of course, we had some mimosas with that as well, and then Carlos took me over to the airport. I checked in, dropped my bag, and getting through security was a breeze, and then I went over to the departure lounge. They have pretty good drinks, including draft beer, and it's usually a little bit less busy there than other parts of the airport. And before I knew it, I was boarding the plane. I got a window seat, but the flight was nearly fully booked, so I ended up in the very back row. And as we were flying out, I noticed this racetrack beneath us, which looked pretty cool from the bird's eye perspective of the plane. And the flight attendants distributed snacks, and I of course grabbed a drink. As many of you know, I'm pretty loyal to Southwest, but I didn't re-qualify A-list this year. That's why I was all the way in the back of the plane, because I ended up in C group, but I really don't mind it much when I'm solo. And soon we were landing in Miami, and I made my way out to the baggage claim to grab my bags, and once I had that, I went out to catch an Uber. I found a really good deal at Hotel Gathering, which is one of my favorite places to stay. It's a South Beach hotel, and it's really close to the beach, and they have a great gay bar and everything as well. I actually planned it so that I was spending 2 nights there, and so I went to sleep, and when I woke up the next day, they had like a happy hour type event. On Sundays, they'll have drink specials, they'll do games, and there's even free food. So I had a burger and a bag of chips, and I grabbed some local beer as well, and I hung out at the event for a long time. It was so much fun, but after a while, I made my way back to my room to relax for a little bit. Later on in the evening, I got hungry, so I went down to the desk to ask where I could go eat, and they suggested this bodega taco place. The tacos were a little bit small, and they were certainly Miami prices, but they tasted really good. And I walked around the immediate area and just kind of people watched for a little bit before making my way back to my room. I was in one of the crate rooms, which does give me my own space, but I do have to share a bathroom with other people. But anyway, it was time for bed, and then I woke up the next morning and was ready to go get on a cruise ship. All right, y'all, good morning. I am here in a really echoey balcony at the Gathering in Miami. I'm getting ready to go to the cruise port. It is cruise day, embarkation day. I'm excited. I haven't really been able to chime in too much with you all because I have a shared room, so gotta be quiet in there, but there's a balcony and it was empty and the construction outside stopped, so I came out to say hi. But anyway, let's go do stuff. We'll talk soon. So I checked out of the hotel and had some orange juice and a muffin before calling my Uber. Ubers are always really quick to arrive in Miami, so soon I was on my way over to the cruise port. The Gathering is only about 10 or 15 minutes away, which makes it super easy to get there. And so before long, I was being dropped off at the cruise ship and getting ready to do the embarkation process. All right, y'all, I am here and I'm about to go into the secure area, so I will see you all on the other side. We'll talk soon. All right, so the Lido Deck and Buffet are like crazy packed right now. But if you come upstairs to barbecue, there's literally no one up here. So maybe that's an embarkation day like secret. And I'm gonna have some pork butt mac and cheese. We'll talk soon. So I have one of these porthole rooms. It's like, they call it an upper and lower, although this doesn't have the upper. You've got the lower twin bed, and then this is a pull out. So this room sleeps 2 singles. It's not possible for it to be a double configuration. Although if you look at the space, it's kind of interesting. This room could be a full-size bed because it would come to maybe about here. And then you could just have a smaller couch. But this is the configuration of this room. I've stayed in this room before. I was on Carnival Radiance, and I really enjoyed having the portholes. It was exactly the same amount as a regular interior room, but you get the portholes, but then you get the smaller bed. So that's, I guess, the trade-off. But yeah, do a little bit of a room spin here. Definitely got that Carnival, early 2000s vibe to it with the pink crown molding and all of that. But yeah, we're here. We're on board. We'll talk soon. All right, y'all. So I am on board the Carnival Conquest here in Miami. So this whole trip is kind of a birthday trip for me. My birthday is November 13th. Currently, it's embarkation day, which is the 6th of November. And so anyway, I will be off of this ship before my birthday, and then I'm going up to Orlando, and I'm going to embark a second ship, which is MSC Seaside, out of Port Canaveral, and I will be on board that ship for my actual birthday. And then after that, I'll head home. This whole trip is going to be about 17 days, something like that, a little over 2 weeks. And I'm solo the whole way through. My friend Trey is here on the ship with me. He decided like a month or so ago to tag along in his own cabin and everything. So we're both solos, I guess, on this trip. I'm not sure if I'll get him in the vlog at all. He's a little kind of private about that kind of stuff. So I sailed with him on Carnival Elation earlier this year, and then I met him last year on Carnival Conquest when I went with my sister Heather. So yeah, this is a sort of anniversary situation for us or something, because we met at Alchemy Bar on Conquest in March of 2022. So yeah, but for the most part, I'm going to be solo. We have booked Mr. Sancho's, so we will be there together for that. And I think we'll be walking around Key West together. But otherwise, we're just going to do our own thing and see what happens. But yeah, I want to thank you all so much for traveling with me. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun things. We'll talk soon, and y'all have a good night.